edge rusher is Arvell Reese from Ohio State. I know he's a linebacker. I just think he'll be an edge rusher in the NFL. He played 38% of his snaps in coverage last year. It's not going to be that high in the NFL. There's absolutely no way he's paying him close to 40% of his snaps in coverage, because if you're using him wrong in that way, yes, he can do it and he's excellent at it, but his most effective plays come when he's able to rush the passer. 10 tackles for a loss, 6.5 sacks in 2025. Sorry. And he's just a prototypical that hybrid linebacker edge who's got rare range, violent play strength, disruptive impact, and he's a defensive chess piece who brings both physicality and sideline to sideline athleticism on every play. Say 38% of his snaps in coverage, 23% pressure rate when he is playing off the edge, and he recorded a sack on 6.6% of his pass rushing snaps, so he is highly productive. 6'4", 243. He is light. We're going to talk about whether he needs to put some weight on at the NFL, but that explosive athleticism, leveraged, ranged, nuanced athleticism, and still growing. Arvell Reese is an absolutely exceptional prospect who I think will have one of those Micah Parsons-esque runs where he just transitions full-time to the edge quite early in his NFL career. I'm not comparing the players. Everyone's going to do that. I hate comparing players, but I'm on about stylistically how Parsons was quite early on, was gone from just a kind of a pass rushing outside linebacker to putting him on the ball full time. So I can see Arvell Reese having to do that very early, but in terms of everything else he can do at 243 pounds, I thought he was extremely strong, much stronger than his size would give him in terms of being able to engage blockers with leverage, elite instincts, that is coverage instincts even to pursue angles and handle open field responsibilities was excellent. Weaknesses, while he's athletic, I think in coverage he could be a bit tight to turn his hips every now and again. Don't care because I'm playing him on the edge, and he is still really technical and raw as a pass rusher, but I'm banking on that upside because I think Arvell Reese is one of the top 3 players in this class.
Yeah, I will have him as a linebacker.
Yeah, and you'll have him as the top
Um,
linebacker as well.
oh, I think he's an
Yeah,
unbelievably good player. But for me, just the kind of things that we like and we talk about, I would want him being a sideline to sideline defender, see, seek, destroy. Um, coming at running
yeah,
backs, taking tight ends, absolutely everything. Put him on his plate. I think he can handle it. And I, I fear that he might end up going to edge, and I look really stupid at that. But I think there will be some teams who will want him as that roving linebacker who just blitzes, covers, takes on tight ends, takes on running backs, and that's where I really like him.
yeah. I would be fair. I like him at both. He'd be a top edge. I'm a top linebacker. Let's be completely honest. It's just trying to find that role for him. And I do wonder as well, playing like that. We're talking. You're going to see him mocked to the Jets at number 2 all the time. I'm not sure if the Jets want to use him as a traditional linebacker, whether they're taking him at 2, because the money just doesn't make sense. I think they would have to play him majority of the time off the edge, and I think most teams, if you're looking at a top 5 pick, they'll be looking to utilize him more as a pass rusher. Just because of that, to explain there, so that just makes no sense otherwise. That the money different in terms of what you pay a top 5 pick to what the top dollar you'll get as a linebacker won't be as high as
Yeah.
the difference
Mm.
between what you get as a top 5 pick and which could be like what 12 million a year, something like that, to be a top 10 pick, top 5 pick. But if you're an elite pass rusher, you're getting 40 million a year. There's a big gap, and that's why teams tend to take that position early rather than linebacker, which will be
No,
considerably less.
100%.